by Sears Tower. Hey, donkey. Here's to the mother of the mother road. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric, and this is the Get Me Out of Here vlog. Today is day 8, the final day, day number 8 of our journey on Route 66. It's been just an amazing, incredible adventure starting in Chicago and winding all the way to Barstow, California, which is where we are right now. And today will be the final leg westward towards Los Angeles and our final destination at Santa Monica Pier. So we still have a lot going on today. It's going to be a big trip out west towards the Pacific Ocean. So follow me. This is going to be fun. I'm excited. We're finishing it today, the mother road. The end of the road. Let's do this. Follow me. This is our room. You can see that it's very basic. No artwork on the walls. It's like vanilla ice cream. It just gets straight to the point. The bare essentials. So we've got a mini fridge, a microwave, and a small bathroom as well. But it was a decent room, got the job done. But yeah, this is probably the most bare hotel room that I've ever stayed at to date. It's just very simple, to the point. You come in, you crash, and you leave. A lot of rustic decor on the dusty road here at the Route 66 Motel in Barstow, California. Now, they actually go all out in their parking lot. A lot of old jalopies, Corvettes, garages, an old Coca-Cola machine. Look at this weird wheelchair. It's like Evel Knievel Senior Citizen Edition. It's like a robot. What the heck? What if you saw this thing like roaming the parking lot here, greeting guests? That's pretty wild. It's even got a beard. That's awesome. Yeah, who knows what that does at night. I don't remember that when we checked in. Right next to our motel, the Main Street of America. This mural here, the motels of Route 66. And we started in Chicago, the land of Lincoln. Head westward towards Missouri, the Show Me State. And they even have Kansas on here. Look at that, Galena, the famous bridge there that we crossed in Kansas. Oklahoma, the Chuck Wagon, the Blue Whale of Catoosa, and then into Texas with Big Texan, Amarillo, New Mexico, a woman with a big booty. I didn't see that in New Mexico. Arizona, Flagstaff, and now we're in Barstow, California. And today's destination is Santa Monica Pier, the end of the trail. What a cool mural. Get your kicks on Route 66. Chuck Berry, baby. Yeah, this is one of the coolest murals I've seen so far on the trip. And it's right next to the Route 66 Motel. Grabbing breakfast at Roy's Cafe here in downtown Barstow, California. And I love the googie signage here. It reminds me a lot of Roy's Motel and Cafe in Amboy, California. We stopped there last night. So yeah, kind of a cool tribute to that. So we're gonna go in and check this out. Look at that, greeting you in the entryway is Marilyn Monroe. And that famous photo with her skirt blowing up. And this looks amazing. We've got mochaca con huevos. Can't wait to dig in. Of course, I've got my Cholula sauce on the side. That's a must for me with eggs. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Try this mochata con huevo. I've never had this before. It looks absolutely delicious. It's basically just eggs, peppers, Oh wow, it's got like a sweet taste to it, but I think it's really spicy. Really spicy. You know what? I don't even need the Cholula with this. It's already packed a punch inside. Yeah, this packs a punch. It's good. And I have achieved clean plate status. That was delicious. Here at Roy's Cafe, it's just a really cool little downtown cafe here in Barstow. The El Rancho Motel here in Barstow, California. This is all that remains, a burnt out shell. There was a devastating fire this summer on July 5th, and 75%, if not more, of this historic motel has been burned to the ground. You can see the historic sign still stands right there, the El Rancho Motel. And this sits right here in downtown Barstow, California, right along Route 66. Just really, really wild to see this. And the motel was built in 1943, so it stood here since then. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any saving of the El Rancho Motel. I mean, looking at this, the fire was almost 2 months ago, and it's just a burnt out shell of itself.
They have new management, though.
Yeah, but apparently there's a sign for new management, so I don't know when that was graffitied or painted there along the wall. But yeah, I have a feeling that the rest of this is just going to be grazed to the ground, just going to be demolished. Wanted to stop by and pay tribute to what remains of the El Rancho. Now, this is not the El Rancho that's in Gallup, New Mexico. That is a completely different hotel. But yeah, just amazing to see the remains of this still standing here, wasting away in the desert sun.
Adios, El Rancho.
Adios, El Rancho. Right next to the burnt out shell of the El Rancho Motel is this map of the southern route of the Mormon Trail, painted on the side of this neighboring building. So Route 66 isn't the only historic trail that goes through Barstow. There's an even older one, the Mormon Trail. And look at that, they've got I don't have a chuck wagon on me though, so I'm gonna have to deal with a car. But yeah, a lot of history here in Barstow. Just outside of Barstow, California is the Liberty Sculpture Park. It's a fairly new exhibit with all kinds of bizarre artwork and sculptures here in the Mojave Desert. And you can see there's a warning. No communists allowed. I think that's also written in Chinese. So let's check this out. This is wild. Look at this sculpture. I think it's supposed to be some Chinese communist leader with the coronavirus like sticking or morphed out of his head. You can see blood dripping from his mouth. And this is kind of a protest against the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP virus 2. And this sculpture, along with several others here at the park, were created by Wei Ming Chen and several other Chinese artists that fled the country, came to the United States, and have basically created this sculpture park as a big middle finger to the communist government of China. At first I thought that was President Xi Jinping of China, but looking closer, I can't tell if that is a specific person or just kind of a generalized communist leader. I don't know, but that is wild though. This is recent history here. The whole coronavirus spread and how different nations and communities handled it. I'm not going to get into the politics with everything on this vlog, but just thought I'd come out here and just show this. This is just really wild. Not something you see every day. And you can see the artwork is just scattered throughout the desert along Highway 15, just east of Barstow, California. What's interesting is This is titled CCP Virus 2. Right next to this is the original one, CCP Virus 1. It was a similar sculpture, and you could see that it was vandalized and set on fire out here in the desert. And there's some information here as well that delves a little deeper into that. It says, under the planning of the Chinese Ministry of State Security, the original one was set on fire July 23rd, 2021. The U.S. Department of Justice announced on March 16th, 2022 that the mastermind behind the crime has been arrested. So there seems to be a lot going on here in the deserts of Southern California. Could be a political sculpture war. Kind of reminiscent of the meme wars on the internet. But this is real life meme wars in some sense. It's a real life sculpture war, a political sculpture war going on in the deserts of Southern California. Yeah, there's a lot going on that I don't know how far down the rabbit hole you are willing to go, but it is pretty cool seeing this artwork out here. Whether you believe in it or not, I think that that's kind of what's special about art, is that freedom of expression. And just kind of making you ponder, making you think, So, yeah, we're gonna walk around some more here and see what else we can uncover in the desert. Another shot of the remnants of the original CCP virus sculpture right next to the newer one. And I think it's kind of interesting that he left the old one sitting here. It's kind of evidence of, I guess, what angry people can do. Evidence of the meme war. I'll just keep telling myself that. Evidence of the political sculpture war going on here in the desert. Take a look at this. That is what the original sculpture looked like. So very much like the new one. And there are pictures of it on fire. So it really was set on fire here at the Liberty Sculpture Park in the evening of July 23rd, 2021. Now, was it Chinese terrorists that set this on fire? Or more local, angry protesters? I guess I'll never know the answer. This statue here is of a man named Li Wangyang, who was a Chinese citizen who, I guess, spent 22 years in jail, according to this sign, for promoting democracy, and later died for his beliefs. So he's got a sculpture here breaking chains, staring up towards the sky. It's fascinating. He's got a quote, "I shall never yield, even if I am to be beheaded." In big letters, you can see it reads Liberty Sculpture Park, facing Highway 15. So it's clearly readable to drivers passing by. Walking through the massive signage here along the highway. Yeah, it's not every day you see protest art like this. So this is actually pretty unique, I must say. All right, look at this. It's a sculpture of Crazy Horse. And here is a sculpture of Crazy Horse, who was a Native American warrior that lived in the 1800s. And this was the first sculpture that they erected here at the park. It's pretty cool. This giant 6'4" that you see actually stands for June 4th, 1989. That was the day that the Tiananmen Square massacre happened in Beijing, China. And they have a sculpture here as well, that famous picture, that photo that occurred with the man standing in front of the line of tanks in protest to the Communist government of China at Tiananmen Square, 1989. And apparently this sculpture here is the largest sculpture and memorial to the Tiananmen Square massacre that exists in the world. That's incredible. And that photo really became a symbol of freedom, an individual standing up for himself and against tyranny. It's an iconic photo from 1989. But yeah, this is really cool. This giant glimmering 64 or 6'4". It's so peaceful in here. That's what I love about it.
Bunch of metal Christmas trees.
Yeah, this is really something else. If you look up, they've got different things on top of the trees. There's a sign that's got bullet holes in it, and there's a gun on top of that bottle tree. You can see the trees are made out of metal rods or metal posts. The bottles just fit on the branches. And I love the sound of the glass bottles tinging against the wind. This is just mesmerizing. A forest of glimmering glass bottle trees here in the desert. There's all kinds of other weird objects. Here's a jawbone of some kind, maybe from a cow, and some old, what looks to be farm equipment. There's a wheel, a car wheel, and this looks like the seat from a tractor. Yeah, you can easily get lost in the woods. You are being punished, sir. It's like a gallows. I don't know if I want to. What's going on? This is unlike anything I've ever seen. It's just beautiful the way the desert light hits the different shades and tints of glass, and the sound that they make, like a chiming sound when the wind blows. This is one of the coolest exhibits I have ever seen. Truly a remarkable roadside attraction. So Elmer Long is the man behind this, and he started creating this bottle ranch back in the year 2000. So it's been here for 22 years, which actually makes it kind of a fairly new attraction along Route 66. Unfortunately, Elmer passed away a couple years ago in 2019, but his bottle ranch still stands and has been embraced and become a major attraction along the roadside of Route 66. And I have to say, this is one of the most incredible roadside attractions I have ever seen in my life here in the United States.
If you want a good challenge, find the $1 trillion bill. It's in one bottle here.
I just learned that. Let's go.
Good luck.
There's $1 trillion bill in a bottle.
Just one bottle here has $1 trillion.
Okay, challenge.
See if you can find it.
Challenge accepted. There's apparently $1 trillion bill hiding in one of the glass bottles here at Elmer's Bottle Ranch. Now, who is pictured on the face of that dollar bill? I have no idea. Mr. Burns, probably from The Simpsons. So much to take in. Oh, look at that. It's a snake of rusty bottle caps. Just hanging. Yeah, all kinds of glass bottles, all kinds of colors. Route 66 bottles. Look at that. That's a fitting tree. They're almost all Route 66 bottles. Oh, hey, wait a minute. What is this? A can. We have an imposter here. At the Bottle Tree Farm, there's a aluminum can. Well, I think I've got a solution for that because my brother and I still have a couple sodas to drink on this Route 66 trip. So maybe we'll make a substitution and hang one of our own. Well, we thought that since we are at a Bottle Tree Ranch, no better place than to try 2 more of these sodas that we got in Oklahoma. And today's, at least what I'm going to be trying, it's a little more exotic. It's called Martian Poop. Yeah, Martian Poop Marionberry flavored soda. I have no idea what a Marionberry is. I've never heard of that. And Connor, what do you have here?
I don't know about that smell, but I've got sweet corn soda. I had high hopes for this one, but it smells a bit.
Sweet corn soda and Martian
buttery.
Poop. I haven't even. This actually smells really awesome.
That'll probably taste good.
We're gonna drink these and then add to the collection here. So, cheers, Connor. Cheers. Enjoy the sweet corn. We originally are from Iowa, so maybe you'll like it. This is amazing. I knew that one was.
It's not very good.
I knew that was gonna be terrible. This one's amazing. This tastes like. I'm trying to think what this tastes like. This tastes like, oh my gosh. It's almost like a bubblegum flavor. I'm trying to think like what it reminds me of. It's like a watermelon, kind of like a bubblegum flavor. It's incredibly good. In fact, it almost tastes like a Kool-Aid Burst or something from back in the day. Martian Poop is delicious. So, how about you, Connor? How'd you like that sweet corn?
It's not the worst thing, but definitely a bit. It's like buttery sweet corn.
Oh, I knew it.
It's got that butter flavor.
I knew it was going to be bad. So, of course, we have to try each other's. So, enjoy the Martian Poop because I know you will.
It does taste like corn, at least.
Actually, the smell isn't as bad as I thought. It
Really?
kind of smells like candy corn.
I don't like the smell.
All right. Sweet corn. Oh,
It's a bit odd.
that's disgusting. It tastes like corn. They did a good job. It tastes like a buttery kernel of corn. Yeah, that is awful. I mean, let me put it this way. It does taste like corn, so they nailed the flavor. Who is that? Lester's Fixins?
Lester's Fixins.
That-
Y'all get your fixins.
Pop Company. That's what we call soda up north. Pop, the soda pop company. Yeah, that's disgusting. I mean, they nailed the taste. It tastes like sweet corn. But if you want to be drinking basically a bottle of
corn.
butter, that's what it is. Martian Poop, on the other hand,
That one's not bad.
it's very good. It's very
Not my
good.
favorite, but it's pretty smooth. Tastes nice and sweet. Good flavor.
What does that remind you of? That flavor? It
Try
tastes.
it again.
God, it tastes like something from my childhood. In a good way. Tastes like a Kool-Aid Burst or something. I don't know.
It tastes like the Freezy Pops, the pink freeze pop.
Nailed it. Nailed it. That's what it is.
Tastes exactly like
This
the pink
tastes
freeze
exactly like, those little Freezy Pops that come in the baggies that you have to, they come, you buy them.
pop. Or pop ice.
You buy them usually at room temperature at a grocery store. You have to freeze them so the liquid freezes, and then you snip the baggie and eat it. Yeah, it tastes like the pink Freezy Pop. That's exactly what this tastes like. And that is, I'm done with the sweet corn, man. That's, it's.
No, that one didn't go down well. Ugh.
I think that's the worst pop we've had so far is sweet
yeah.
corn by far. That was worse than what we tried last night at that Roy's Cafe, the maple sugar chocolate bacon. I would drink that over sweet corn any day.
Chocolate maple syrup covered bacon.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
when I just burped right there, I like tasted sweet
Yeah, I
corn.
can taste this too much.
All right, well, we'll do the best we can on that one. I'm going to chug this thing, and we're going to hang these bottles on one of these bottle trees. So we're going to add to the
couple
collection.
open spots.
So yeah, all right, we're going to keep rolling. And check it out. We found 2 open spots on the Route 66 bottle tree. So there you have it. Sweet corn and Martian poop. Adding to the forest. And yeah, I don't know if that will sprout real sweet corn.
It could.
It tasted like it could.
Yeah, if it drips down to the base, I grow a little corn stalk.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was horrible. That was not a good tasting soda. And check it out, there's a electric guitar hanging up there. Looks like a Stratocaster maybe. Yeah, Squire. Got one of those at home. Oh hey, look, in a typewriter. Oh, what the heck, bones. It's a string of bones hanging in this old typewriter. It looks like something Stephen King would write up a horror novel on. And a random sink, an old bathroom sink. Look at that. It's like a wind chime. Whoa, there's even a bomb resting here. The joint right here in the middle of this forest of glass. Notice this fan contraption with all plastic bottles caged inside. That's pretty funny. Everything else is glass, but a couple plastic bottles inside that fan-looking contraption. Wow, look at that. It's a saguaro. Looks like a saguaro cactus. All the green bottles on top. That's awesome. Yeah, there's just so much to take in here at the Bottle Tree Ranch. Well, that has been the Bottle Tree Ranch near Oro Grande, California. Just absolutely breathtaking. This has got to be easily one of my top 5 favorite things so far along Route 66. But we have much more to cover today, and we are headed westward towards the city of San Bernardino. That's our next destination. So let's keep hitting up the Mother Road. Look at the dustnado on the left. It's a big dust devil. Oh, that's awesome. It's like a mini tornado. Well, we got some more rain here in Southern California. Look at this mountain range. I think this is called the Traverse Ranges, and this is what separates the Mojave Desert with the Los Angeles metro area and the Pacific Ocean. Basically, LA is on the other side of these mountains. And we're also very close to the San Andreas Fault, a massive fault line that runs along this mountain range. And one of these days, the big one's gonna hit, and a massive earthquake is gonna shake Southern California. Nobody knows when it will happen. Could be today, could be 1,000 years from now, nobody knows. But we are really close to the San Andreas Fault. So I've never felt an earthquake in my life. Who knows? Maybe something will happen. I don't know. I'm rambling on. This is gorgeous. Well, here we are in San Bernardino, California, and behind me is a very historic spot when it comes to fast food. This location right here is where the very first McDonald's opened. Not the Ray Kroc one, but the original McDonald's that the McDonald's brothers started. Dick and Mac opened up a location here in 1940, which later became the first McDonald's, which opened up at this same location in 1948. So they've turned it into a museum. The original McDonald's has since been demolished, but they've got a McDonald's museum here. So we're gonna check this out. This is really close to Route 66, and I'm excited. Growing up here in the United States, McDonald's, obviously, like most people of my generation, was a big part of their childhood. So without further ado, we're going to go inside and see what they have at the location of the very first McDonald's. I've also visited the first Ray Kroc McDonald's, which is was located in Des Plaines, Illinois. I've got a vlog on that on my channel, so please check that out. I can pin it at the end of this video. Unfortunately, that location in Des Plaines has since been demolished due to flooding issues. So that, unfortunately, has been erased to history. But yeah, it's so cool that they pay tribute to both the Ray Kroc McDonald's and the original McDonald's brothers. But I've heard that mainly this museum is focused on the pre-Ray Kroc McDonald's and what the two brothers did, getting their start and turning it into the McDonald's that we know today. So walking in, we've got Ronald McDonald. He's ready to give a high five. Connor, you're gonna give Ronald a high five there. He's welcoming us to the McDonald's museum. Good job. It's very enthusiastic. All along the wall is the history of the first McDonald's. The McDonald's brothers actually opened up a barbecue spot here in 1942. That's the oldest known existing photo of McDonald's barbecue, and they've got an entire timeline here. That's the barbecue in 1946. A car hop service existed at that time. 1948, McDonald barbecue closed for remodeling, and the original McDonald's building right there, McDonald's #1, opened up on this location in 1948 and was here till 1954 when they added the more modern looking golden arch to the building. And that's what it looked like here in this location from 1954 to 1961. So much history. And after McDonald's was sold to Ray Kroc, who opened up his first McDonald's in Des Plaines, Illinois, in the Chicago metro area, the McDonald's brothers had to change their restaurant here to the Big M, is what the name of it was, and they got rid of the classic golden arches, because that's what Ray Kroc was using, and changed it to that big, giant, golden M looking symbol. Here on display are tiles from one of Ray Kroc's McDonald's. And actually, there's some information here. It says that in 1961, when Ray Kroc bought McDonald's for $2.7 million, he actually thought that this property that we're standing on was included, but it wasn't. So he was furious about this, and he made the McDonald's brothers remove the golden arches and rebuilt his own McDonald's a block north of this location. And these tiles apparently are from that Ray Kroc McDonald's that was located a block north of here. There's old McDonald's boxes and cups. These are from the 1970s. Quarter pounder boxes. French fries that God only knows how old those French fries are. Wow, and look at these old cellophane containers. I remember eating from those in my younger years. You know, the McRib. I still look forward to the McRib every year. It's a highlight for me. McRib is out. I go to McDonald's and I indulge in the McRib. There's also a section of props used in the movie The Founder that came out a couple years ago starring Michael Keaton. These are all props from the movie. It's pretty awesome. All of the Happy Meal memorabilia that they've got, McDonald's cups. I don't know. It's like Mayor Cheeseburger or something. I can't remember that guy's name, but there's a Hamburglar, Ronald McDonald. I have no idea who the pirate is, so I might be aging myself there. But yeah, the Super Mario toys.
It's Mayor McCheese.
Oh yeah, Mayor McCheese. That's the name of that guy. But oh look, it's Mac Tonight. Right there, he was kind of like a Ray Charles piano playing Moon. Oh yeah, I remember those Batman cars. I had I think the Joker and the Penguin
E.T.
as a kid.
E.T. in the bumper car.
Oh weird. Yeah, I don't remember that one. Oh, I do remember that Nickelodeon. Oh yeah, there's that Nickelodeon voice modulator thing. It like changes your voice with the slime there. It was like a microphone. So I do remember those Nickelodeon toys, the clapper, the teeny beanies. Those were huge in the late 90s. I admit I was a Beanie Baby collector back in the day. Check it out. They've got all of the Halloween chicken nugget guys. Those were always fun. I didn't realize they had so many of different characters of this. It's really fun seeing all of the old Happy Meal toys. I was born in 1986, so most of my McDonald's Happy Meal memories are from the 1990s decade. I do remember that right there. That was like a weird kind of like audio sound. I think you could talk through that and make you sound like a robot or something. As my voice cracks. And yes, I remember these Transformer toys as well. I had that French fry guy right there. I do remember that. And I do remember these Disney movie characters as well in the 1990s when they started releasing a lot of these older and newer, more modern at the time, Disney movies on VHS. God, those boxes bring back memories. So there's a Ronald McDonald doll from 1978, and he has like a hole in his mouth, which apparently he whistles. He blows whistles at you. I thought maybe he sprayed water at you or something, but yeah, that's kind of weird. And then they also have these really cool collector's glasses, and I've seen a lot of these at flea markets today. They're collector's items. Mayor McCheese, Ronald McDonald, doing some acrobatic tricks there, and Muppet movie cups as well. That's cool. Some more McNugget buddies from 1988. There's some plastic food that actually I grew up with that salad one. I remember having that as a kid. You could pretend you're making your family some McDonald's salads and some more teeny beanies. It's pretty wild seeing these here on display because in the late 1990s, these became such collector's items. I remember some of these going for like $50, these McDonald's teeny beanies at flea markets. This is just incredible. All of these old Happy Meal toys, and I feel like I've been kind of getting distracted in this part of the museum, but it's just so cool looking at these old toys. Brings back memories. And they actually have these over here all in numerical order per year, which is awesome. So of course the 70s were before my time, but I actually remember some of these from 1989, 1990. I remember the Little Mermaid toys. I had some of those growing up. And I remember these awesome Halloween candy buckets. These were so cool. I had the pumpkin one and the ghost in the early 1990s trick-or-treating. Those were always fun to use. So these are toys from the 90s. I do remember having the Jungle Book. Oh, the Super Mario Brothers one. Yeah, Mario Brothers 3. We had that flying turtle toy. And Tailspin. Had the Tailspin as well. In fact, I'm sure we could find them. I could probably find them at my parents' house in storage somewhere. But had all of those Tailspin toys. Oh my gosh, yes. Hot Wheel toys. These were my favorite. Every time McDonald's had Hot Wheel toys, I would beg my parents to take me to McDonald's. I remember I had that red car growing up, the yellow car, that white car right there, and I think that teal one as well. That brings back a lot of memories. And I also remember having some of these food Transformer dinosaur looking things. It's really weird when you see this because these are things that just bring back so many memories as a kid. You know what we did? We had these gardening tools. Yeah, we had the water spout and that rake.
Yep.
Totally had these Back to the Future toys growing up. I remember these spy equipment. I remember that orange phone that would turn into a telescope. The Tonka trucks, I remember having that at McDonald's as a kid. What else do we have here? This is amazing. I remember these amazing wildlife stuffed animals. And yeah, holy cow, memory overload. And then of course the 2000s, I kind of grew up and stopped eating Happy Meal toys. Right, Connor?
I don't know if you did. Right, those are the ones I remember most for some reason.
So you remember these, Connor?
All three, or three of them, not the monkey balls.
So were those actual
Just
games?
the Sonic ones.
I don't remember these at all.
Yeah, you could like move around on them.
Let's go. They had a monkey ball. That was a challenging game, monkey ball. But yeah, so they've got Happy Meal toys from the 1970s all the way up to just a couple years ago here on display. And even more teeny beanies on display. It's really, again, funny for me to think of how big of a craze Beanie Babies were from like 1998 to maybe like 2001. And now nobody even talks about them anymore. Here's a display of some of the competitors' toys, other fast food franchises that tried to compete with McDonald's Happy Meal toys. You can see a few from Wiener Schnitzel. It looks like it had like a hot dog man. And I recognize those Jack in the Box, that Jack in the Box character, that figurine there. Some from Burger King. But, you know, come on, really? Nobody could compare to McDonald's Happy Meal toys. I mean, McDonald's really ruled the roost when it came to cool Happy Meal toys. At least when I was a kid in the 90s, that's the way it was. I had that one as a kid, that Oscar the Grouch bulldozer. In fact, I think I probably still have that in storage at my parents' house somewhere. But yeah, I don't know what that was. Maybe that was Hardee's or Burger King. They've got this Funhouse mirror on display. This might have been in one of the indoor PlayStations that they had back in the 80s and 90s at McDonald's. I don't think they have the play pens or play places anymore, do they? There was always that infamous ball pit that was so fun, but then some little kid would pee in the ball pit and they'd have to close it for like weeks and clean it all out. I can't imagine anybody watching this video, if you actually worked at a McDonald's or a fast food restaurant back in the day and had to clean urine out of a ball pit, I'm so sorry for you. I'm sorry you had to go through that because I couldn't imagine doing that. But I do miss the ball pits. I thought they were fun. I wish they'd bring them back. But I understand maintenance was probably kind of a pain in the butt. And I do remember this little merry-go-round as a kid as well. Most McDonald's had these. I think this was called the Fry Guys, those characters. You could sit down and go for a little spin. Watch out, Connor, it's Evil Grimace. Watch out. Stay away. He's hanging out by the Happy Meal toys. I think he's worried somebody might try to take his Happy Meal.
No, he says he became a good guy in 72.
Yeah, you're right. I guess Grimace isn't so evil anymore. Ronald McDonald says he changed in 1972 and became a good guy. We're making friends with Evil Grimace. Well, this has been an incredible museum. Ronald McDonald, it's good to see you. To sum it all up, you could say that I'm loving it. So high five. We got plenty more to get through today for Route 66. So we're going to keep hitting that dusty trail through the Los Angeles metro area. Pretty amazing. I learned too that this is the original sign. In fact, the golden arches were removed from this back in 1961, but this is the original McDonald's sign here at this location where the first McDonald's stood. Man, that's wild. We made it. Los Angeles. There's the downtown skyline straight ahead. We're circling around Dodger Stadium, getting on, what boulevard is this? Sunset Boulevard. That's what Route 66 follows. And then after that, we get to Santa Monica Boulevard, and it takes us straight to Santa Monica Pier. So we're almost there. Here we are on Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles. Los Angeles. This is Route 66. Beverly Hills.
There it is.
Beverly Hills Cop. It's just a city, people. It's okay. You don't have to take pictures by it.
No one takes pictures by my city signs.
Yeah. Here we go. Well, we did it. We made it to Santa Monica Pier. And I'm going to be this guy.
Yeah, kind of.
The end of Route 66. We got a front row seat here.
Yeah, I guess
Look at that. Santa Monica Pier. So the last leg of Route 66, we had to park and we walk it across Santa Monica Pier, and there is a sign marking the very end of the Mother Road. So it's funny how you actually park and you have to walk the last couple hundred yards on foot. But we're almost there. We're here. God, I'm excited. We finally did it, just about. Ready for this, Connor?
Make you work so hard for it.
You did. I know. I know. I know, right? We should. They should at least have segways or like skateboards or something. Here at the end of the road is the Route 66 kiosk. We did it.
Just came?
We just came.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Finish.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. How's it been?
We reached the end. Route 66. Good job, man. All right. I love it. Thank you. Well, we did it. We're at the end. This is Santa Monica Pier, the end of the trail, the Mother Road, Route 66. We did an 8-day journey from Chicago across the great United States here to Los Angeles, California, and ended at the end of the trail here on Santa Monica Pier, right at the edge of the Pacific Ocean. Connor, how do you feel?
I still feel relieved, but it was a blast.
It was an absolute blast, a brother trip, a bro trip, and just a lot of emotions going right now because it was such an amazing journey. Ups and downs, lots of muffler men, lots of fast food restaurants, hamburgers, you name it, but a lot of incredible people that we met along the way, and it's a journey that I would love to do again someday. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for following along. This has been, again, an epic adventure across the great United States. Route 66, the Mother Road, the ultimate road trip. We want to explore Santa Monica Pier. I got excited in just being at the end of the road here, but there's more to see here in Santa Monica Pier, so we're going to walk to the very end of the pier in addition to the end of the road. So let's go check this out. There's the Pacific Ocean, the west coast of the United States, and kind of a small skyline here in Santa Monica, California. So we visited the end of the trail kiosk near the Route 66 sign, but there's another Route 66 shop at the end of the pier, and they've got a really cool tribute to Bob Waldmeyer, who is an artist and an entrepreneur that lived and breathed Route 66 for decades. He's since passed away, but this is a really cool tribute here at the end of the trail. Of course, Route 66, 2,448 miles from Chicago, Illinois, to Santa Monica, California. And inside the shop here at the end of the pier, they've got dollar bills from not just the United States, but from all over the world hanging on the ceiling, and a hammerhead shark staring me in the face, as well as other license plates across the US. So yeah, pretty cool gift shop. A lot to take in here at the end of the pier. Here on the pier, they've got an amusement park called Pacific Park with some rides, a roller coaster, a Ferris wheel, and the park just closed. So I guess I can look at this Route 66 sign instead. One last epic
Photobombed another one.
walk right here, Connor. We did it.
Yes, we did.
Route 66. Good job. There we go. Well, we're all checked in for the night. We are staying at the Wigwam Motel here in San Bernardino, California. This place has been open since 1949 and is a staple here on Route 66. In fact, this is one of 3 teepee motels still in existence in the United States. This location is one. There's another one in Holbrook, Arizona, and another one in Kentucky as well. So there's a couple different places you can stay at to experience a teepee motel. Well, it's been a long day. We completed the journey to Santa Monica Pier. Our mission is complete. Route 66, the Mother Road, has been conquered, and we are exhausted. So I'm going to be calling it a night, and we have a huge day planned for tomorrow. Going to Disneyland, going to experience Cars Land for the first time. It's been 20 years since I've been to Disneyland here in California. So I'm super excited to experience that again tomorrow and share it with you, both California Adventure and the classic, the OG, the original Walt Disney's Disneyland. So a big, fun-filled, packed day tomorrow. I'm gonna go crash in my teepee, and there's some neighbors that are blasting Mexican polka music. You can hear it right here. So I don't know how much sleep I'm actually going to get, but either way, this has been an amazing journey. Thank you for tagging along. This is Eric with the Get Me Out of Here vlog, and it's time for me to get out of here. Thanks for watching. I love it. Thank you.